We're all with Aurora tonight. It was this night 5 years ago that mothers, daughters, fathers, sons, and friends were making plans to see a movie. 12 people were shot and killed that night, one of the worst tragedies our state has endured. And tonight, we pay tribute to the victims, the survivors, and the heroes. Good evening, and thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Shannon Ogden.
And I'm Ann Trujillo, live in Aurora tonight, and we remember those 12 people killed and the dozens of others who were physically and emotionally wounded that night, at that midnight showing of that movie. I am near the Aurora Municipal Building over here to my left. This is the place for the gathering tonight. This is where a vigil will be held just after midnight. That time symbolic. That was the time that hundreds had gathered inside that Century Theater in Movie Theater 9 to watch the midnight showing of The Dark Knight Rises. Now we ask you to join us in remembering those 12 people tonight. Jonathan Blunk, A.J. Boyk, Jesse Childress, Gordon Cowden, John Larimer, Matt McQuinn, Michaela Medic, Veronica Mosier-Sullivan, Jessica Gowie, Alex Sullivan, Alex Teves, and Rebecca Wingo. Now, as we said, the vigil tonight should start at about midnight. Some people have already started to gather. They're expected to really start gathering at about 11:30 tonight. At 12:10, the community will walk from where I am right now to the future site of a memorial garden. And then once there, people will be given the opportunity to speak. The names of the victims will be read aloud, and a balloon will be released in honor of each of the victims. And then it will end in a moment of silence. And Aurora police and first responders, they will also be here tonight, but they will be holding their own private ceremony after the public vigil tonight. That shooting 5 years ago, it changed countless lives. We all know this, including the first responders who got out here in a matter of minutes to come to the aid of those who were killed, and to the medical staff. They were all so attentive to the 70 people who are wounded. And Denver 7's Lance Hernandez joins me here now. You've been talking to the family members. They say they are trying to move forward, Lance.
It's not easy, especially on an anniversary when reminders can inflict fresh pain. But this one seems a little different. A milestone, if you will, when more people are working very hard to try to focus on the positive.
I still think about her every single day, every minute. But I know she's in heaven now, so.
The hurt is still there for Raina Medic, whose daughter Michaela died in the mass shooting.
I think time does heal a little bit. I mean, I can actually say her name without crying.
It's the same for Heather Dearman, whose cousin Ashley Moser was paralyzed in the shooting. Ashley's 6-year-old daughter Veronica was killed, and so was Ashley's unborn child.
At first it was such chaos, and everyone was so angry and, frustrated.
She says the trial took a toll on everyone, but now many are feeling stronger and are moving on with their lives. Working on the 720 Memorial Foundation is helping her heal.
Working on this memorial has helped me to do that for sure, because I've met so many wonderful people along the way that have shown great comfort and compassion for me and my family, and especially for Ashley.
It's already been 5 years, and I just don't feel like I've moved very much.
Some, like Heather Bailey, are still struggling. Her daughter Kaylin was at the theater with Ashley and Veronica. She was injured by shrapnel but survived. Bailey says Kaylin pulled away from her as a means of coping with the horror that she witnessed.
It was hard not to have my best little girl not be my best little girl for several years.
Now, they've worked through the emotional stress, but there is still anxiety.
I can't stand the thought of her going to the last movie of the night. But, she's 18 now, and she's gonna do what she's gonna do.
Teresa Hoover says the loss of her son, A.J. Boyk, isn't getting easier, but is more normal. She smiles when remembering the things he'd try to get away with.
He knew if he made me laugh, it was going to lessen the punishment. And that's how he rolled.
She says she'd call him every day when he got out of school.
I'd say, "Hi, AJ, what up, Mama?" That was his thing. He was just, his I was his hip mom and he was my cool kid.
AJ's strength, she says, was bringing people together, making friends with everyone. She says AJ would have graduated from art school, would likely be teaching at Gateway High, and would be married with children by now. She remembers telling him that she didn't want grandkids until he graduated from college and was married.
But now I'm wishing he wouldn't have listened. He didn't listen to anything else I said, you know. That is right behind you.
These family members are now putting their hearts into the 720 Memorial. On this 5th anniversary of the shootings, they say they can't wait till it's done.
It was very nice talking to those moms, and they all told me that they hope this memorial will be finished on June of 2018. They're looking forward to it.
Lance, and their enthusiasm, we hope they do it. It sounds like a beautiful tribute to those.
I think it will be.
To their family members.
Thanks.
Thank you. And we know that so many of you have donated to the permanent memorial. Organizers told us they raised the money penny by penny, so it will include a garden with 13 stone benches, one for each person killed and the unborn baby lost. The 720 Memorial Foundation has selected an artist, but they are waiting to share the news about that artist until a fundraiser in late August. And we know